All right, thanks and welcome back. We have mostly fair skies across the area. There are a few flurries up towards the north and east in St. Clair County around Lake of the Ozarks, but that is about it. All that's going to stay up towards the north. You can see the clouds associated with that. Then we have another storm system that's now moving into the Pacific Northwest. That's going to dive to the south and then kind of park itself over the deserts of the southwest just in time for the cold air to come in from the north. Then it will start to eject waves of energy out over our area. And I'll show you what that means in our forecast in just a little bit. But let's take a look at temperatures right now. Generally in the 30s across our area, a few 40s like in Grove and in Jay, where they're currently sitting at 41. But elsewhere, pretty much in the 30s. 33 in Stockton, 34 in Monette. Pick out your hometown. 35 over there in Yates Center. But when you factor in the wind, it feels a lot colder. Feels like it's in the mid-20s, even some lower 20s in Stockton and Nevada right now. 27 in Pittsburgh, same thing in Parsons and Neodesha, 26 in Yates Center, 28 in Nowata, a little bit warmer down in Grove and in Jay. Right now in Joplin, we're sitting at 37 degrees, but notice the wind out of the southwest at 18. So folks, that means it gives us a wind chill of 27, so bundle up the kids as you send them out to school. Planning today, partly cloudy skies this afternoon with a high of 51, so we'll call it mild, around 45 at lunchtime, 50 at 5 o'clock, and 44 at 8 p.m. with just a few clouds. Here's your forecast. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 40s to 50 degrees this afternoon with southwesterly winds with just a few clouds. Then as we go through tonight into tomorrow, we're going to see a few clouds around with lows in the 30s on south winds. But notice precipitation starts to break out up towards the north. That is in association with the next wave of Arctic air. You can see the moving cold front there on the north and western side of Kansas. Then as we go through the day on Saturday, we're still going to be in the 50s, so even close to 60 down in Oklahoma with some scattered showers. Then the front starts to make its way across our area, and by Sunday morning at 12 midnight, the front should be slicing through the metro area. Temperatures dropping in the 30s and 20s behind it, still in the 40s ahead of it, with scattered showers and maybe a mixture directly behind the front. Then the front sweeps through the area, and by Sunday morning we'll see readings in the 20s and teens on northwesterly winds, with maybe a little bit of spotty mixture, drizzle, and freezing rain and sleet. And then on Sunday afternoon, partly cloudy skies with temperatures in the 30s and 20s up towards the north and west. Then as we go through Sunday night into Monday morning, the cold air really spills in. We'll see temperatures in the teens up towards the north, 20s in our area, 22 in the Joplin with northeasterly winds. Now, what that means, this cold air is going to be sticking with us for a while. And as we go through time, notice on Saturday, the mild air comes back, but then the Arctic front comes in, the cold air drops in. Notice the storm system out to the west moves into Nevada. Then as we go into Monday, that kind of sits over Southern California. And then as we go through time, it starts spitting out pieces of energy across our area on top of the cold air. So that means it'll be very cold at the surface, but it'll be warm aloft. And that kind of scenario means freezing rain and sleet, which is not very good for driving conditions. Then as we go into Wednesday, a bigger piece of energy comes out on Wednesday afternoon, and then by Thursday that kind of moves over our area with the cold air really in place. And so once that moves out, then we'll start to see a little bit of a warming trend. But until then, it's going to be pretty messy around here with scattered showers on Saturday night into Sunday morning. Some of that could be mixing over on Sunday morning, and then that continues all next week with highs in the 20s and 30s and lows in the teens. So it's going to be a mess around here in some areas. It doesn't look like a major storm system, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it very, very closely, as the freezing rain and sleet is not something you want to deal with, especially for traveling conditions. Then, by the time we move into next weekend, things will start to warm up just a little bit, but then yet another storm system starts to impact our area on Sunday. So winter is definitely making a comeback and is going to be with us pretty much all weekend and into most of the weekend next weekend. So we'll have more news and weather when we come back, so stay with us.